Welcome back to your girl's channel. It is Thais. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you continue to be informed. Now today's video is a little something different, but I wanted to honor a loved one, and I just wanted to do the video, and I hope it reaches someone. But you all, a lot of us have had loss, and a lot of us loss is not easy. It's not an easy thing to deal with, but just know better days are ahead, and we will get through this. Okay, we will get through this. Now with that said, this video is in honor of my son. His anniversary is today. He would have been 31 years old today. My son, his name is Kyrie, and I just asked y'all to hang in here with me for a little while. I'm gonna try not to break down because I want to get through the video. But losing a loved one is one of the hardest things to endure in this lifetime, and still keep going. It's not easy at all. Trust me. It's so final, and we are left with their memories and broken hearts that seem to never heal. But I'm here to tell you, better days are ahead, like I just mentioned. And also I want you all to know that sometimes you can't do it by yourself. You know, you need help. Just like they say it takes a village to raise a child. What do you think it takes when a loved one is lost? Okay, so we come together and we lean on one another. That's what we do. It could be your pastor, psychiatrist. Don't be afraid to get the help that you need. If you need to seek professional help, that is okay. That is okay. And I'm just offering this, you all, because trust me, even myself, I'm realizing that it's never too late to get help. But I also want to let you all know what kind of helped me through. I'm a praying person, but you need more sometimes. You really, really need more. And also my YouTube channel helped me tremendously. You all don't know, when I had lost, you're just doing your regular day. I was going to the post office. I will never forget. I went to the post office and I got a call from when the detective, or the person that was on my son's case. I don't want to say detective, but the police officer called me to let me know my son was no longer with us. I'm in the post office even doing some mailings or taking care of a bill. I don't remember which one. Something business wise. I was devastated. My life has never been the same. But when I tell you the countless people that has reached out, that still continue to reach out, has my heart. I'm filled with gratitude. I am absolutely filled with gratitude. So everybody's walk with this will be different. Everyone's journey will be different, but do not be afraid to ask for help. You don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, I'm a very secretive person. I kind of keep to myself, but I'm realizing now, you all, even now, my son passed in 2019. I could have used some extra help. Okay, so trust me, take care of yourselves. I want you all to heal. I want you to heal, because this is hard. This is hard. And some days I wake up and I just be crying. Some nights I can't sleep because I'm crying. So for me, I think it has gotten easier, but it's still there. Okay, you never truly completely heal, and everybody's journey is going to be different. So okay, that's enough of that. Now let me move on. So my son Kyrie, he was very outgoing. He loved to look really, really nice, and he was always fun to be around. I can remember days when I would be sleeping, and my son would come in my room, or if I'm on the couch sleeping, anywhere I'm sleeping, and he'd just kiss me on my cheek. And I'd be like, and my son had very full lips, so it's like, I'd be like, what is, I love my son to death, and I'm like, boy, this is a juicy kiss. What is really going on? I'd be wiping my, kind of smiling, but then wiping my face off a little bit, because I'm like, okay, what is really going on? And he'd be like, Ma, I love you. I said, this boy is absolutely, what am I going to do with him? Right. And he would do that all the time. Now, I do have another son I'm so grateful and thankful for. His name is Jalen. So I do have a teenager son named Jalen. And I'm thankful to have him in my life as well, you all, just so you'll know. But losing a child, I always thought that my son was supposed to bury me and not the other way around, but God had different plans for him. So that's fine, you all. And I find myself talking to him. I find myself when I'm praying, sometimes certain thoughts are coming in your head. So like I said, you're left with the memories, and you must keep them alive. You must keep them alive. Anything that helps you to heal and make you feel better, you do that. You do that. Everybody's going to do something different with this, okay? So another thing, he loves singing. My son loved to sing. He loved to sing. He was he did some writings on some songs, and he would say, "Ma, what you think? What you think?" He'll have beats, and I'll be listening to him. I'd be like, "I like that beat," or, "Kyrie, I think you need to work on that one a little bit." But he loves singing. If I ask him to sing, he'll just start singing, and it just soothed me. It took me to a different place, okay? And often he would tell me, "Mom, you are one of the strongest people I know," and encourage me. And that just felt good. That really, really felt good. And what else I wanted to say? He was adventurous. He was always on the go. He loved hanging out, enjoying himself. Anything fun, my son was there. And people love my son. They love to be around him. My son loved my cooking. I remember I was just mentioning that the other day. He was sometimes when I would cook, and I would cook enough for just us, and my son already ate, I felt like, for two people or three, or something like that, especially if it was something he really, really liked. Even if it wasn't, he would cook. So he was like, "Mom, what you cooking today smells so good, and I know it's gonna be good. Can I invite somebody over?" I'd be like, "You already eat us out of the house. You already can eat a whole lot. Now you want to invite your friends." Sometimes I'd be like, "Okay, Kyrie," and then sometimes I'd be like, "Kyrie, wait till the next time," because I'm like, boy. But he wanted people to enjoy the meal that I had prepared. He had so much joy in his heart, so he just wanted to, I guess, share with someone else, and that was okay sometimes. But I had to put my feet down, because I'm like, come on now, we can't just be feeding everybody, and you already eating like you eating, for 2 or 3 people sometimes. And I'd be like, when the food was cooked, I knew it was gone, and I knew I had to cook a lot. Okay, so it wasn't no food being wasted around there. But he was a joy. It was always fun to be around him. I had a favorite song that I would sing to my son when he was younger. And then I remember as he was older, he'd be like, "Mom, sing that song, sing that song." I said, "Kyrie, you still want me to sing that song?" It's a song, and I may share it with you in one of my videos, you all, but it's a song I learned in the 6th grade, and I remember that. I remember it, and when I sing that song, it fills my heart with joy, because I think of my son, because he asked me to sing that song all the time, even as an adult. Okay, even as an adult. So I'm super, super excited. This video is a little bit touching my heart, but at the same time, I'm honoring him. And I don't do it like, it's not something I do every year. I don't do a whole lot of posts all the time, because it hits different. You know what I'm saying? But today, I just wanted to do it. I wanted to do this in honor of him. I have some other things I'm going to be doing, you all. But I'm proud of you, Kyrie. You did an amazing job. Now, my son has had some trials and tribulations. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to share those things on this video. But he changed his life around. He went to church. He went to church. My son went to church. As he did, he joined the church. He became a member, and not only that, he was involved. He built relationships with different people in the church. The church let me have the service there. They fed our family. They opened up the church to our family. we just felt so belonged because my son would tell me about the church. I didn't get a chance to visit the church because you don't know when people are leaving here. You really, really don't. So check on your loved ones or anyone you care about, because we can be here today, y'all, and gone tomorrow. And forgive. Forgive, forgive, forgive. That's something else I've done through the journey of losing my son. I had to, because it's not for the other person, is for you. Okay, you have to forgive, you all. You have to forgive so you won't pass on that hurt to someone else. And that's just along with, do what you need to do to heal, but forgiveness is powerful. It lifted something different in me when I forgave someone. And just because you forgive a person doesn't mean, if the person is, someone you don't want in your life for a certain reason and they're not good for you, the energy ain't right. I'm not saying you got to deal with that person, but you do have to forgive that person. Okay, you do have to forgive that person. My son loved my mom. Him and her had their own unique relationship. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I like, how you get that? If my son was on punishment, and I'd be like, Grandma, I said I forgot to tell my mom, so she done went on and did something. You know how these kids do sometimes, but he changed his life around for the better. He gave his life to God, so I'm proud of him for doing that. When he joined the church, he did relocate to North Carolina, and I just seen miraculous things start to happen in his life. He had his own apartment. I may be skipping through some things, you all, because this is not easy, but I just want to share the joy. I want to celebrate him on the day, and I want to share great things about my son on this day. So he got himself a job. I remember one time when he was in between jobs, he was even doing the bell ringing with the Salvation Army. He would call me, we'd be on the phone. I said, are you wrapped up really well? He said, Ma, yes. He'd be talking to people. He'd be ringing that bell. And I said, boy, you at work? He said, Ma, I just want to hear your voice for a little while. And he'll call my mom too. He'll call us and check on the family while he was ringing that bell. I said, well, Kyrie, I can't really talk to you and hear you from the bell ringing. But he was, and they loved him doing that. He did a phenomenal job with that. So I'm super proud of him. He also befriended a homeless person in a park. I would hear him on his way to work sometimes. A lot of people, he learned North Carolina. I'm going to come back to that, y'all. He learned North Carolina like nobody's business. He said, Mom, when I got sick and tired of being lost, I learned my way. I started mapping it out. He said, Mom, I know this place like the back of my hand now. And he built an amazing relationship with my dad. Him and my brother had a good relationship. Him and his brother had a good relationship. Him and his dad. So you all, I'm telling you, I just feel so much gratitude, and I'm thankful that the good Lord above allowed me the time that I had with my son, okay? He allowed me the time that I had with him. So today, Kyrie, I celebrate you, and I'm thankful for you. I have no regrets. I would do it all over again if I had to, because like I said, this is a good video, but my son did face some challenges in his life, okay? But one of the things that I just pray that, I know the good Lord above was with him and the angels, because I wasn't with him at the time of his passing, and that was hard for me to get over. So you go through so much when you lose loved ones, but I'm telling you, it was no foul play, because my son has had his own place. It was no foul play. No one hurt him. His girlfriend was on her way to see my son. I guess, I don't know if they was going somewhere or whatever, but you all, I was just glad that my son wasn't harmed or hurt, because you never know how you may leave this world. And that's on a whole nother, I'm pretty sure that's a whole nother layer to cover, because I know some people have had people harmed that they love. So I just have to pray for you all, okay? Because we don't know when our day is going to come and how we're going to go. We have no control over that. So like I said, be kind to people, because you never know, you all. You never know, and reach out to your loved ones. But I miss my son dearly. I'm so grateful and thankful for the time I had with him. And today I'm just celebrating him. I'm just celebrating him. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remember him. I don't know if I'm going to cry because, it just comes. I don't know when it's going to come, but so far I'm being strong for this video. I'm not going to hold this video too much more longer. He loved to eat. He would go to the pancake house and eat. I said, boy, you need to stop going to that pancake house. When he got down there, he would eat. He would go, him and my father developed such a great bond. When he moved to North Carolina, he would meet my dad at the library. My dad would educate him. They would have talks, because my dad, he didn't play no games. He was very serious. He was very smart. So he would talk to my dad, and Kyrie, if he had questions about things, they would go to the library, get different books. Kyrie was reading. It's like I just seen a miraculous change when he moved to North Carolina. And I'm so proud of you, Kyrie. I'm very proud of you. When he got his first place, he called all of us. I remember being on the phone. It was such a blessing. The place was paid for, and then I know he had to pay a certain amount. The place was furnished. I remember him telling me, well, Ma, I need to go get some things. I said, well, Kyrie, write them down and then you'll know. He said, Ma, they're going to fully furnish the place. And I had to go to the place, of course, to clear out everything, his passing. And that was hard too, you all. I thought I was going to be able to stay there. But once I got there, it was too emotional. So I cleared out. Me and my mom, my brother, and my dad, God rest his soul, he's no longer with me now, but they were all there supporting me and helped me through the journey of losing my son. And we packed up everything. I have some keepsake stuff. I still have keepsake stuff, and I will let some things go because I know, people can use these things, that I've been holding on to, but I'm going to keep some things, you all, and that's okay. You do what works for you. And everybody's journey is going to be different. Everybody's healing process is going to be different. But I'm just thankful that I was allowed the time I had. And I had to think about that because, we just don't have no control over that. We just have to find a way to get through. We really, really do, you all. But I'm not going to hold y'all too much more longer because I don't know how much more I can go into. It's a whole lot more I could say, but I just wanted to honor my son on this day, and I wanted to also let you all know that I'm thinking of you because I know I'm not alone with loss. Loss happens, but we have to know that better days are ahead, and if you need any type of help, you all, I want you to get that. I want you to get that because I want you to you be surprised how that can help you with your healing. Okay? I love y'all. Thanks for y'all support. And thanks for watching this video. And I'll see you on the next amazing video. I'm out.